Hey Joy, Sprue. Right, where we're at, so that's planted. Seeded. So yeah, no sweat, Joy. Right, is that fully fertilized? How are you guys today anyway? Oh, very nice, mate. You're going somewhere nice. How's your visit with your missus been? Have you enjoyed it? Oh, wow. Well, I had a total of 3 entries in for the competition, and 2 of you are here. I did, yes, bro. One about your, well, either the one about the game or your entry. Got the one about the entry as a DM, yes. This is my field 19 at the end, which this is difficult in the dark. I think I'll go to bed. Because this game is just shocking, trying to do this overnight. Trouble is, I'm probably going to get weeds all over. 8 o'clock, we'll get up at 6. Yeah, no. There we go. So this is one of my original fields. Right. With my trees I've planted up there. But what I've done, I don't know if you can remember, there was a load of trees, crap at this end. I've cleared it all out, and I've got my floating mushrooms. But these decorations, this log pile, that rock, I think the mushrooms is getting in the way as well. There's another rock. Some big rocks over here are in the way. I was trying to develop it for me first, what am I looking for? Animal pen. My first cow pasture. But it's just, I can't get it anywhere. There's just stuff. The message at the bottom. The object collides with an object. I just can't. I mean, even there, which technically it's not really touching anything. So that means this land here is pretty much a waste of time, because what I have to do now at this section here, because of this rock, I always have to do my machinery, this rock, right next to the field. I've took it as far as I can. I've got to go up here and back down to create a turnaround space. So all this land here, and I cannot delete all of those. I cannot delete any of these. Indeed lying. But I think I've done this. Me silo's fully fermented. I've got a whole pile of silage in there. This is all silage. But well, this is what. Oh, and I've got a pile of hay. All for when I start doing TMR, total mix rations for feeding cows. See, fucking weeds. That's because I slept. They've kicked in. But I think I showed you last time how I've pushed that field up the top. But I also now have, excuse me, that snuck up on me. I now have field 18, which I've just harvested, and I've also got field 6, which was already planted with canola rapeseed. So that now needs weeding. So the thing is, I don't think I can visit. I can't visit the field direct. I'm going to have to drive up there. That one is beyond using the weeder because it's beyond stage 1 growth. So for that, I'm going to have to get this bad boy out. Dump all of the liquid fertilizer. Go over the herbicide, which, as you just saw, where I just fucking reloaded it all from here, now I'm gonna have to offload it all again. So come over here, herbicide pile. TV. Map on TV, I don't know what that means there, Spro. Right, I'll start de-weeding that one. Let's find me... Oh, this is my trendy tractor. I should have picked up the de-weeder just in case. I'm maxed out on my bank loan now at 1.5 million. I did get it down to about just under 600,000. I bought those 2 fields. Well, the tractor, I haven't seen enough, is a bit dark on YouTube. Ten past 6 in the morning, man. It won't be a long one tonight, bro. I'll probably be off when you go. Yeah, it's grown too far, so that needs the sprayer. I've got to be up at 7:15 in the morning. Five jobs I did today. 5 jobs. Now Tom's on holiday now. Looks like a ghost or a monster, the shadow of the tractor. It's shit this, the game's pretty much unplayable through the night. So you go for a kip, and then that would equate to 1.5 grown. I think it's 6 hours on this mode. Actually, I'm on fast, it might be 3 or 4. So like you've got, I'll show you in a sec. So when you look at the green on the right hand side, the grown, it's in 4 phases. I think each phase, I'll have to Google it, is, I think in normal speed it's 6 hours, but I'm running in fast. So it's either going to be a half or 2/3. It's either going to be 3 or 4 hours for each phase. So I mean, it must be 4 hours. So it's like 16 hours from sowing to harvest. But it means when you go for like 10 hours to bed, you're going through 2.5 growing phases. So they were all, the only one I didn't know was that one, field 6 I've just bought. So that one's always my late field, so that one's a bit behind the phases of these. So these should all be weeded. So that's 100% fertilised and weeded. So it should be the same for all my multiplexed fields. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. I'm not bothered. So the weeder machine doesn't work very well there, but that's been weeded. That's been weeded. So they're fully fertilised, dark blue. So there's nothing more to do on 19, 23, 22, 21 or 20. 18 needs sowing. So I can grab that. See, I've didn't realise with this seeder, I can actually use solid fertilizer, and it pre-fertilizes the field while I'm sowing the seeds, which is pretty nifty. So when I sow the field, it's already stage 1 fertilized. Yeah, of course I will, mate. We can either... did you get 19? If you got 19, we can do multiplayer. So you set up the server, then I'll come in, and I haven't tried it on 19, but I believe it'll be your server, and then I'm basically a real life human hired help. So basically I just, you know, I can use your tractors and drive them around and do whatever you need me to do. But there's multiple ways you can, like, tactically, how you can play the game. I mean, the likes of, you can get a bank loan for up to, I've discovered, just under 1.5 million, and you only pay a couple of hundred a day. So to me, max your loan out, get some decent kit. I've got canola on the door. I have been doing oat. Now, one thing you got to realise, Sprue, is if you look at this is your crop prices, current crop prices. It's like a stock market, they go up and down. So you've got your green arrow saying that particular one is on its way up. So let's take the fourth one in. If you want to know the symbols, you can go to this section here. So you can see there's wheat, barley, oat, cotton, canola. So your canola's like a lollipop, cotton bud type thing. So so the fourth one in. Now at the moment we've got a good high on it at 13.45 at Central Grain. That's about a high. There's 13.86 at Ranch, which is obviously a lot higher than oat, which is the third one, which is the high at the moment, is only 11.31. So you'd think, right, I want to do canola. But you've got to consider the yield of how much you get per square metre or per hectare or acre, whatever unit you want to use for the crop. It is a good crop, but I've also found you get more out of an oat crop than you do out of a canola crop. The soybean, I mean, that's up at 17.40 up at Central Grain, but I don't think you get as much. But while it's high, let's go soybean. Then you start the hired help and just make sure both figures are going down. So it's getting fertilised, it's getting seeded. I can walk away from that. That's my new combine. But as you can see, the headers fell off again. That's not... They were the two trailers I bought. There's one and there's one along the road somewhere. They were the two header trailers I bought, and I just can't seem to start with. They would sit on and lock down properly, but for some reason at the moment I can't get them to lock on properly. They keep falling off. Right, how's he doing for weed? Turn around and do that bit. Don't know why the auto thing always does weird things. £6 miles an hour. That's a bit slow for crops, man. Normally faster than that, especially in this tractor. So I don't know what to do about the competition. There's only been 3 entries. I don't know whether to extend it, because I think I'm up to 98. I've still got one I can do. I've got videos preloaded till Sunday, I think. 98. So I've got 99, I've got enough content to make 99. But I need enough content to make 100 out of all of the entries. I can't make a three entry montage. So I don't know whether to just bin it and give a prize out to the 3 entries. But I mean, how much longer do I run it for, Sprue? Because like I say, I've only got enough. There's only space to put one more, you know, non-100th montage up. Right, he's done. Right, right, that one needs weeding now. So top up. I mean, to be honest, since I started doing farming sim, me viewers have gone down. I can understand doesn't appeal to the same audience, but I can't. My stress levels can't play. Holy shit! My stress levels can't play Warzone. Won't let me. I can't just do that. It's ridiculous. I mean, the whole idea of making it a competition was because, like, I watch back. I mean, my devices upstairs. I've got 1, 2, 3 phones, tablet. 1, 2, 3 phones, a tablet. Sometimes the TV, the laptop, are all just permanently playing my streams to keep the hours up. So, and sometimes I sit and watch them, like while it's on, just in the background. And I think, oh, I can't remember doing that. So, like, I mean, even I can't remember, like, to think of, which one shall I put up, or remember that one. I mean, I know the likes of Black Ops Blackout. There was a one that actually got posted. You know, the ones that do get properly, like top Call of Duty players and things like that. I had one of mine posted on there once. It was Alcatraz, which is now Rebirth Island, and I'd shot somebody with a crossbow, 1 hit killed, up in the tower, and it was good enough to get posted on top Call of Duty players, or one of them, whatever it was. And I've still got that clip somewhere. But I mean, I was hoping for, you know, it doesn't have to be Call of Duty action clip. You know, it could be anything off Skyrim, or you know, anything funny, anything, you know, memorable. Doesn't have to be like a brilliant kill streak or a sniper kill, or. But the thing is, as well, now, how Tom's away for 4 days. He's gone away with his mum and his brothers till Monday. So I'm on a kid-free weekend. But I've got to get up in the morning. I'm driving down. You know Jay, who comes in here sometimes. He needs me big capacity of the van. We're going down for some specialised, some old dimensioned floorboards, I think it is. The only place you can get them is in Leeds. Oh no, it's 4 days worth of wait, and like I say, I think I've got videos preloaded till Sunday. What day is it today? Friday. Right, tomorrow's a farming sim. One I did of a when I first got the black air harvester. I think it's about just under 2 hours long. 2 hours to harvest one field, and with that one, that's a bloody fast harvester as well. Then I've got 2 more win games. No, a second and then a win, but same team. So Saturday and Sunday are both like basically back-to-back games. but they were good games. So I've got videos up till Sunday. Obviously over the weekend I can create montage 99, and if I create it before Sunday I'll slip it in for Sunday. Shift the schedule. Right, that's that field nearly done. But what I intend to do with this field, see all this land here and these trees, I'm going to knock all them back and expand the field as a nice straight, or rectangular, but nice straight, symmetrical, you know, easy to operate field. Operate, manage, easy to manage field. I can't expand that way much. I mean, the land I actually bought, it comes with, so all the way up round there, down the road. So I now physically own that road. So if the land was a nice shape, instead of dipping down here and then this fuck off bump here up to another level. Oh, some logs I can get rid of. You can actually, although I've got street lights as well, I think you could on 15, you can actually, it doesn't get rid of the graphic of the tarmac, but you can actually plough, convert to field, the roads, and put crop in them. This state of that. I have started using the GPS at the bottom left on the mini map. I've been doing more manual driving of tasks rather than, because I'm sat watching a hired worker do a job and there's nothing else for me to do, and I'm like, hang on a minute, I could be doing that. And to keep them on track, because like most fields start, obviously if you do something different, but most fields are within a 45-degree plane. So 0, 45, 90, 135, 180, blah blah blah. So when you're operating a tractor, you want to stay on a dead straight line. Or like when you're creating a field and you're using the plough to allow field creation, you want it to be nice and square. So you want to make sure you're travelling in a dead straight line. So I've been using sort of the compass side. The GPS in itself, if you see, it's only referencing physical metre by metre coordinates. It's not proper GPS that long, but I mean, that's GPS. But in the tractors themselves, I mean, I was wondering myself the other day, do any of the oh, do you know what that is? It's not muck. They've got the paint chipping away. I bet the repair level of this is right down. I think it's owned cedar. There you go. All the paint's been renewed on the spot while I jet wash it. Make 2021 as well. Oh, make 22, 20, 21, 20 are all one field already, mate. There you can see, it's all blue. 22, 21, 20 is all one field. The only other way I could go is 22, 23, but that is a massive ridge, a massive hill. So it would be pretty impractical to do that. That's got the house in the way. Otherwise I'd go there. This is all hilly and undulating. Otherwise I'd convert that. Although I don't own that yet. There's not much I can do with 6. I could extend a little bit down here, but then it's going to make... I mean, what that would... Oh! Oh, I wonder if I could get me me cow. I wonder if I could get me cow pasture. This is the thing with this. It just goes from the last place you're at. It doesn't go from where you were looking at on the map or where you were last stood. I feel like I'm dragging a whole structure across the ground. This is my field 6. Oh! But it's too far away. The only thing, that is a long way away from where all my gear is, the silo. So I'd have to transport TMR and everything all the way up here. Although there is silos, I've got no gear in it at the moment. I mean, that's there, that section there. And there are 2 massive silos there. But it would mean, I don't know. I'm not spending that money just yet. Yeah, I've converted all those. I mean, there's a cracking piece of land here. I've never even drove over that. But I mean, that looks like you could just create a field from scratch there. No, once it's placed, mate, the only thing you do is sell it. That is a massive hill all the way around there. So that looks like great land, but it's dead. So that there is a bloody expensive piece of land, 847, because it's literally just by the square meterage. But the only usable extra section is you would be able to just go straight up that line there and there. There's a little bit there, I think. But you wouldn't get much. And on that land there, that was 470,000 or something. That's 850. I don't think that one's worth it. These would make a good straight big field up here. And it would go straight across that path. But again, it's just too far away. Unless, I mean, if I bought that land as well and put another farm on it, put another farm building on and a shed and start storing another set of vehicles there. But before I can do that, I need to get rid of this bank loan. And I mean, one I've thought about was that one's my biggest contract maker. If I could make that my field for crops, that would make a bomb. But it's 1.2 million to buy. So that is kind of my first goal, I think, is to get 1.2 million in the bank so I can get field 8 so I can start making some big bucks. 12. The only reason I haven't gone for 12 at the moment is it's full of cotton, and I'm not going out to buy cotton because cotton's different equipment. You have to use that harvests the cotton, so I would need one of those. And I don't know. I just don't want to. I mean, leasing it would be 25 grand. I don't think I'm going to make 25 grand out of that one crop off there. And that's only to harvest it. Then I need one of those 2 trailers to transport it, and then I have to transport it from 12, not a million mile, but I have to transport it where I would take it. I've used this road a lot. Is you turn right there and come down this little track here into the back gate of the spinnery onto there. But I'm thinking I'm not going to make any money on it, so I thought, well, I could buy it and just scrap the crop. Oops. I could buy it and just scrap the crop, and then obviously I can expand a smidgen out that way, a smidgen out that way, cross that, make this into one big long field, a little bit wider. That would be a good crop money maker with crop. And it's close to the port grain elevator if there's good prices there, so I can just take it straight down. But I don't have a silo, so I'd have to build a silo in case the prices are not right, because I don't want to have to travel from here all the way back here to dump it. I can use that silo. Now, I don't understand. This is where I've been questioning myself. If I go there, so you've got central port and barn. Right, so the two grain elevators, central and port. Now, right, so that one's just a silo. Right, so that's called a silo. So that, I can use that just to store. But if I dump there, it sells it. So that's a silo. So if I got those, that area there, I could use those. I mean, I don't have to build a farmhouse there, technically. I don't even really need a shed. I can just dump my vehicles. But you know what I mean? Trying to stick with the story theme. But those there can then be stored in that silo. So it looks like I've got access to 3 silos. There's that one. There's that one. And then there's mine, which is down there. I went for a little trot the other day. I've been in there. They're all sunflowers. And for some reason, at the start of every map, they start off alive. But if you're on for a long time, they all die and wither. It's like a monastery type thing. But there's no way you can... Basically, there's a ladder about there. So you can climb up the ladder, get you on the roof, and you either just drop down. But there's another ladder. And then there's like a little ornamental garden, all little sections and stuff. And the sunflowers in. But you can't get a vehicle in or anything. But you can buy that as part of the land. But I mean, it's 370,000. So, have I got any contracts going at the moment? No. What do we have? Standard harvest, field 4, oat. Yep, we'll take that. So, I need to see if I can get this freaking header to stay on this trailer. What I do is I zoom right in so you can see I'm in good alignment, and the back end of that ridge there is down with the cliffs. Oh, that looks like it's sat lovely. Look at that, sat lovely. But I've done it so many times and then it just falls off. Oh, bollocks. I've got canola. So I need to dump that at a silo. there isn't an easy silo access up here, because you can dump straight from combine to silo. As well fill up. I mean, look at that. Look how much this is going to cost me. At least. It's only done a few crops. Fucking 2,000. Nearly 3 grand. With fuel, easy 3 grand that has just cost me. 4 is up this road here. So if I can't find a silo on the way, again you're losing profit, Sprue, when I've got all the gear that I've needed. Because what I've done, I haven't opted for the truck option because it has its limitations. It's just a truck. So I've gone for a top-end Fendt tractor with tracks on, which can spin on a dime now, and that I can, albeit at some point it's quite slow, I can actually tow 84 tons of grain in one go. There's my guy. Hey, this is my field. Drive over my own field this time. So you can see this is quite flat. I can expand down this end quite nicely. I'm glad I didn't put that cow pasture there, because I drive across this corner shortcut all the time. I mean, to start with, Sprue, when you start, yes, you'll borrow his gear all the time because you won't have all the equipment. But you lose a little bit of profit, but you make money, especially on these big ones. Go for these big time-consuming ones. And just pay a worker to do it. Then what you do is, because you can't use a paid worker on the transporting of the grain. So the offloading from the harvester. So if the offloading of the harvester, normal ploughing, you can use a hired worker. But ploughing new fields, you should always do yourself, because you don't know where they're going to go. Right, so this is me. Look at that beast. That is 517 brake horse. Steering's a bit of a bitch with it, like, because it actually works like a tank. The tracks will actually spin in opposite directions. So if I go front trailer, disconnect, I can do that. So that you can spin on the spot. So steering is different, should I say. And it's not quite as fast as the other Fendt I've got. What I took would have been about a 70-ton load to ranch, which goes up quite a steep hill. And albeit I was down about 8 miles an hour at one point, it made it up. And even a big truck would have struggled. But with a truck, you're pretty much stuck to just a truck. Whereas this, if I'm not hauling these trailers, I can, you know, multi-purpose it onto something else. I've been using it with the big plough, because I've got plough, periodic field ploughing required. I don't know how many crops you have to have harvested, but I don't think any of the actual instrumentation in this cockpit actually works, bro. They do, the speedo and the tacho stuff does, but the stuff on the right hand side, I don't think any of that actually changes. The mirrors work. The mirrors actually work. I mean, such a shame. The amount of detail they've gone to in here. And there's only once in a while you have a bit of a peruse. They must have spent so much time. And most of the time you're driving in that mode. Oh, nearly took the speed sign out. Ah, I missed him, Sprue. See if I can get this first time. Kadam de shoom. Get to the steering controller. Right. He's done. So he's now ready. Oh, don't start offloading. No. So I've got 6.5 ton of canola back, but this is an oat field. Oh, another good one for the compass at the bottom left. Obviously you can see I'm going to have to follow him up here when he's offloading, hopefully while he's travelling, just keep it efficient. So I need to keep it on as close to 90 degrees or 270 degrees coming back the other way, so that you don't drift off track. So I've been using that a lot. Yeah, he's running at 6, so I need to drop down. But in the meantime, let's see how fast he's filling up. This is annoying. That save section on yours will take ages. It's annoying on this, and this is a Series X. My Xbox One X upstairs just seems to take forever when it's doing that game save bit there. So he's been running about a minute and he's at 20%, so it's about 5 minutes between. Oh, about 5 minutes between loads. Let's see what's on my fields now. So that's obviously the growing stage, etc. So that's ready to harvest. That's not mine, but that's actually, I can't quite get all the way over. That looks like it's at the final stage. That's at the second. No, that looks final stage. So they're not far off needing harvesting. But what I want to check, what you've got to constantly check, is fertilising and weeding. These have got to go through a full growth stage before you can do your next fertiliser stage. So those three I need to do in about 4 game hours. If you want, well, at the moment I'm at real time, so it would be 4 hours. This is me original big Fent. This is a great tractor, this. 39 mile an hour, so you get around the map fast. And that's same. Oh no, the big one's 646 horsepower, this one's 570. So that big tractor, 646 horsepower. See how this would be difficult to expand this way because of this. The machinery is going to struggle with that ridge on the edge. Hiya Noah, how you doing, bud? Hope you're being well today, mate. Hey, Joshy B, my man. Not the black and white type though, mate. Right, 2 strips and he's at 50%, so we usually both one. What you been up to today, Joshy? You'll be at work tomorrow, you're prepping for the weekend? I don't know why I move it around, it doesn't improve it whatsoever. Paint job, Joshy. Yeah, I figured it'd be the weekend, you're getting the back end of your season, people will be cramming in, are they? You like it, company. Over, why don't you? Right, so he's done 3, he's going to be coming down on his 4th, so... Get ready for an offload. Yeah. There you go, just had the trigger for 80% full. There you go, sprue at the bottom left. I'm going to try and get that. Be at 270. Nope. There we go, speed matched, same track, could sit there all day. If we look at the speed of the offload on me fill, it's now only doing small amounts, so the harvest is empty. So I could actually just pull away now. Time is good God, it's nearly 10:30 already. This won't be a long one tonight, Joshy. I don't know if you've been around when my mate Jay's been coming in. He's asked me to, well, he's not insured on my van, so I have to drive. He needs a trip down to Leeds tomorrow. Pick up some wood. So, I've got to get up at 7:15 in the morning. Be at his for 8 o'clock. Which I would normally be kind of up at that time anyway. I haven't the last few weeks because Tom's college has been closed. But I would normally be getting Tom up to Pete Lee for sort of 10 minutes. So it's not unusual for me, but it just means I do have to get up. Yeah, it's on the top, mate. You see that little white dot? That's my discrete trophy system. GPS receiver. So that has put my contract at 13%. So I need to do that kind of 8 times. That's 80% of one trailer. I can't use the last trailer because it's got canola in it. So I'm not even going to get 4, I think. Oh yeah, I'm back, mate. I'll be on tomorrow night. Therefore, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm out Saturday, but I think it's Saturday late afternoon. Again with Jay, we're going for a meal at this place he's been on about. He said it sounds absolutely amazing. I thought we were going out at the night, but apparently we're going out about 3-4 o'clock. So I might be back in on Saturday night as well. But this is one part of the game. I wish you could do multiple contracts. So, he's doing his job, doing my contract for me. But the only other thing, all my fields have been tended to. These need fertilising, but they're not in the ready to be fertilised on the next stage yet. That 24, 25 compound field, 18 and 6, they need to go through another growing phase. Although I might. That one won't. That's brand new. See how that's bright green. That one might take a fertilizer. Which at the moment has herbicide in, so I need to dump the herbicide. Just a little stockpile on the left. Tuck in there. That's too tight. There. Nope. Empty. And more fertilizer. Is that some Haribo plants? You've got Game Pass. Joshy, you can get this. It's free. Which field were we looking at? Multiplayer on this. Spruce got it. Yep, it's letting me fertilise this one, so that's another task getting out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's his 6th run. So he needs to come down and back up again before I need to go and start. But what I can do is get ready in position. Oh, we've done that on FS19, we've done that as well, Joshy. Oh, I'm never going to leave that. I'll keep coming back to it Monday. How you doing, bud? I've done so much on this. And, well, I'm assuming, I think I'm right. The lads, Sprue and that, like to see where I've getting with it. It's good practice. If you have a look now, I've combined all those fields, expanded that one, that's newly bought, and I need to de-tree it there to expand over. I'm just going to make it nice and straight, rectangular, up, across and down. I've just bought 6, I'm going to expand that 45 degrees up there. Probably just fill it up there, down, across, down, and take that. I'm not sure. I think that ridge might be a bit big there for the equipment, and I'm not going to landscape all of that. But I've done quite a bit of landscape. Well, Todd Munter, you might know. This section here has some ornaments in it that I can't get rid of. There's like a wood pile and some rocks. I've managed to clear, you know, Ravenport. You know how many bloody trees and shit was up here. I've managed to clear the lot, landscape it down so it's reasonably smooth. But I can't, that rock is the pain in the arse for work in the field. These rocks are in the way, that wood pile's in the way. And from what I think they might be in the way. From what I've read, you can't get rid of these decorative items. I know there's some mods, you can use a chainsaw on them. But all it looks like here is like I've got a lightsaber. Oh, nice. Well, I've pre-ordered 22. I've never heard of it, Joshy. Did you not do some footage of it? Do you like my latest edition? A bit of a paint job on this one. I was going to get the matching palette forks at some point as well. We're on 1165 now. The beefed up engine in it. Yeah, I mean, like on Ravenport you start, there's loads of just decoration buildings which you can sell for quite a bit of money. That's another thing. Oh, Sprue's got it, wouldn't it? So I don't know how many weekends going to plan out. When do you get the game, Sprue? There's no wrong with that, Munter. As Joshy put it, it's pimping. Alright, so you're not sure yet, Sprue. If he gets it over the weekend, I don't know how many weekends panning out. Like I say, I'm going out for a meal. We're driving down to Leeds tomorrow. I'm going out for a meal on Saturday afternoon, evening. But it doesn't sound like it's going to be a late one. If it is a late one, Sunday's going to be a write-off for me because I can't do that shit anymore. Where's this contract got to go? Within 4 days. Alright. 4 working days. Central. Central's not bad. That's that one over there, just over the bridge. Hey, Will. I'm mixing it up a bit, Will. I was on. I'm basically at the moment just sort of trying Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as Warzone. Tuesdays and Thursdays as at the moment is Farm Sim, or it could be Skyrim or whatever. And the weekends just however the servers are behaving, if they're playable or not, or whether I come on this, or because come October I'm going to be starting to go back to archery. November, December I've committed no dates yet, but I've committed to doing some coaching. You like your fence stuff, don't you, Munter? Like controlling the drone. What's the price of canola at Central? It's not too bad. Second best price. I'm just going to dump that canola at Central while I'm there, Sprue. It's only £100 per 1,000 difference. I haven't got that one. Can't be asked to have to travel all the way back to mine for that. Right, how are you doing, young man? AI drivers. I mean, I've been using this 1050 a lot. It's just a beast. 517 horsepower, man. How's that? That is. As you say to your girlfriend the next morning, well fertilised. Right, so looking at my fields, 18 and 6 need fertilising, but they need to go on one growing stage. That is such a patchy field, but it's on such a slope. I could liquid herbicide. What all else to do while I'm waiting on that. I believe he's fully back to work now, Joshy. Still burning his boiling water. I read that first time I read that Munter was I had to. I was like, you had to. Oh yeah, felt like you were forced, but you had it. I would have loved to have worked the farm. I love working heavy machinery. I mean, I haven't had a proper good heavy machinery, but I've drove fork trucks and love it. I've had to do mine a few times, not today like. I'm looking at the stream. At the minute on the stream, on my screen, I'm just offloading the liquid fertiliser. And I'm at the same bloody location that the stream's coming from. Just doing a refresh. And it's not refreshing. Oh, is the bot working yet? I know we had that. Well, everybody had issues yesterday. I don't know why. I would need to have somebody in game chat, not even, because I know I've had it before where it works in Xbox party chat, but the game chat doesn't work. And I managed to get it working before, and now it stopped working. I can't remember what I had to do. I don't know if it was don't know if I had to reboot the controller, because essentially I obviously I could hear the game chat coming through the same headset. Oh, I missed it. So it comes through on a single channel to me, but it's obviously generated from within the game as well. So whether the game's not directing it out on the HDMI stream on my capture card, it resets every time I load in. Sprue. But I've landscaped all the top of here. You notice there was big ridges before. Right, there's me call for the harvester. He's going to turn. Grandad's cough medicine. Right, I'm going to take it to the drop-off point. So this is going to be fairly full. I can't use the last trailer because it's got canola in. So at the end of this run I'm going to go to the central grain elevator, dump the lot, and then all 4 empty trailers will be enough for the latter half of the field, because I should be over. Oh, I'm not even over 50%. Yeah, I'm at 50% physical. It's because it hasn't been dropped off. Me. Oh, it's all pretty amazing game, isn't it? I mean, look at this thing. Not quite flat out speed, but towing 54, 61, 61 ton uphill. There it is. There she blows. These are twitchy to steer, mine, munter. Flash your lights all you want, bud. Oh, I mean, the 1050 is great, bro. It doesn't register. The grade's not big enough, Sprue, otherwise it would. If I go on mine or restaurant where the receiver grate is bigger, not a problem. But on here I can't. Obviously, if I want to tip right or left, I have to push over the far side. It's a pain in the arse, mate. You're better off just doing this. You only have to unclip a short section. And even with the wibbly dollies on these trailers, if you only pull forward a couple of foot, it's enough that you can hook back up without kinking at all. Huh. There you go, my money at the top right, it's gone on, because it's mine, not part of the contract. 8,800 in that small section, small load hours that I emptied out in the harvest. This is the field I want, field 8. 1.5 million to buy. What was it, 1.2? So doing out for your crops though, Munter. My 4 and 5 would be good fields, but these would be expensive as well. Like that. Does look pretty mean, like, doesn't it? I like these Valtras. Well, that's your objective, Sprue, when you get yours. I mean, none of my tractors are owned at the moment. Wrong button. What time is it? 5 to 11. I need to go off in a minute. I'll finish this contract on this field because that'll take about another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. All of these are leased. 2 Valtras, 2 Fence, New Holland. All of this equipment's leased. I own all the trailers, plough, cultivator, seeder attachment, don't know why I got that, and a cotton planter, weeder, oh wow, 46,000 acres. Is there a way, I doubt there is there a way to find out the acreage of each field on here? I mean, it's not really doesn't really show on the maps. I mean, if you go for the land, it shows you 810, but that is the full land value, not the field. I mean, 141 grand for that. Don't think so. I fancy these 3 at some point. Stretch that out, join them all up, push that up there, and then you've got a silo already there. 4 and 5 would be good as well for the same reason. Straight over that, but the silo there, you'd have to jump the tracks. You'd have to use that part of the road there, whereas these, you're on the same side of the railroad track. We should have had a warning off him, have we? Yep. Not at the minute, mate. No, I've done a couple on the stream, tried them, but it doesn't appeal to me. I really enjoy doing this. Ravenport. Yeah, I'll show you in a... I've seen the precision farming mod. Basically, what the precision farming mod is, bro, Um, you have to test your fields chemically to get the fields in the right condition for your crops. And I think it's also, Munter will correct me here if I'm wrong, depending on the crop type you're putting in, and the previous crop's going to affect what chemically happens to the field. And yeah, very realistic farming, which I totally get, Munter, and I would enjoy doing, but I can't. This is just my opinion. I can't see it being appealing, especially to my current sort of viewership, to sit and watch field testing, field soil samples. Silo, one more. That'll be this contract done. Right, take 20 minutes. Yeah, I try and avoid the menu a lot, Sprue, because it's got music on, which gets me copyright struck for the whole video. So you won't. I mean, a couple of my first videos it was, but you won't see the menu much on here from me. But you can go in. There's a mod section. You just go in, and I think you've seen me on it. And you can just choose. In fact, the other night when I was choosing that, the different maps to go on, and you can choose. That was just maps. You can choose loads of different equipment. Equipment mods you can put on. I mean, Munter was saying there's stuff you can do, like, I can't remember what he called it, this tree smasher thing, where it's a forestry machine, whereas the stock one will only really pick up 2, I think, types of tree on here, maybe 3. But they, like them curly ones in front there, it won't pick them up. So I've got to chainsaw those down and manually split them down. This one Munter was going on about, it picks up anything, and I think it also minces it, chops up anything as well. Right, we shouldn't have any weeds shown on 23 now. Oop, wrong button. There we go. There's a little bit of fertilisation missing, but I'm not bringing it all in for that one section. That's still first stage. Oh, that will fertilise now. That's at the latest. Oh, have I fertilised that? Have I fertilised that? No, that's still light. That needs a second stage fertilising. So I can fold this thing up and go and do that. That is a huge problem, Munter. I actually haven't had any alcohol for, I think, 3 nights. So there's not been at work tomorrow. I went out and bought a bottle of spiced rum earlier. I've only had 1 glass, been on here since. But normally, oh, it's herbicide. That's why it's not filling up. I've got herbicide in. What beer do you drink, Munter? Are you talking beer or lager? You're a pussy lager drinker. Oh, don't tell me Foster's. I'll ban you. Or even worse, Red Stripe. Alright, Sprue. Cheers, bud. Appreciate it. Right, we're full. I don't know why I'm well and backwards and forwards trying to get a fill command. So, field 6. Here we come. Cheers, Sprue. Appreciate it, mate. Have a good night. And hopefully I'll see you on tomorrow night. Probably Warzone. Joshy, I think's after a game of Warzone tomorrow. So, I do enjoy playing with Joshy. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Of course you are, Joshy. Why wouldn't you be? And I bought that field as well, where it's it looks like it's withering, or on the point of withering. It's full of cotton, and I'm not leasing. It's 25 grand, the initial lease on a cotton harvester, and I'm not spending that for one crop. I won't get my money back. Then you've got to hire the specialised trailer. Booyaka, that's in the way. How long would you like the list of reasons to be why? I don't get it, Joshy. What have I missed? Or what did I just say? Where is he? He's gone. The aliens have took him. And he emerges from the distance. Grab him on this turn. How long would you like the list of reasons to be? I can't remember what I said, Joshy. Can't remember what I had for lunch today. What did I have for lunch today? Egg and bacon. Cold sandwich from Aldi. So, mate, probably not as long as my list, but I'm still going to play it. I mean, at the end of the day, people watch it, and I'm on YouTube for people to watch content, so... But I can't, I've said to Sprue earlier on, I can't continue stress levels of 5, 6, 7 days a week playing Warzone. It's just not healthy. So, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Warzone, hopefully. So, really San Miguel Lager. Really? I mean, Southerner, you make some decent ales down there, man. Get yourself a beer. I mean, I wouldn't even have took the piss out of you if you'd said cider, because you make some cracking ciders down there. I used to buy mine direct from a place near Bath. Lily ciders, and they've got a factory unit that make their own flavoured ciders. Bee sting to Perry. Oh my god, that stuff is just so nice, and it's like 8 point something, 9.2% cider or something. Oh, it's just like drinking a really fresh. It's a Perry, so it's not carbonated. It's just like drinking a really fresh apple juice, except it's extremely alcoholic. Yeah, it does, Joshy. Well, it does at the moment. But I've only got a few days of potentially playing it in for a week or so. Unless it's been delayed. Somebody did mention it last night, but I haven't checked. Battlefield 2042 beta is due out on the 22nd. Which was a week yesterday, so Wednesday. Joshy, Munter. You just need to get her in the competition. I've only had 3 entries. Have a look in the uploads list. There's a short video explaining the competition. We're going to extend it. It was supposed to cut off from midnight last night, but I've only had 3 entries. Basically to celebrate and help me create the 100th montage. Yeah, it is nice, strong cider, but you've got to be careful with it. This contract is almost going to be done. That's going to be gravy, that. Yeah, it's a 1 minute or so video, Joshy, just a quick explanation of what I was doing. All you need to do basically is any video, could be Skyrim, could be No Man's Sky, could be anything. I just wanted to do a 100th montage of everything I've ever done, anything that you find on YouTube from me. All I need is the video name and the timestamps of what you're talking about, and then when because Tom's away with his mum for 4 days at Centre Parks, when Tom comes back, he's going to review all of the videos, choose the winner, who wins a £10 token for if you want it to be a montage. That's brilliant, that Munter, a montage. If you want to be rage clipped, whatever you want, mate. Tom's gonna judge them, choose the winner, and you get a £10 voucher for Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. It's a £10 voucher for a PS5. I'm afraid I've got no big sponsorships yet. Don't get the likes of what Tommy T 999 and the big guys get. One day. I could do a used Xbox 360 giveaway. I could probably do that about 4 times. I could do Xbox 360 games giveaways. I've got towers of them. Even probably Xbox One games. Because all of mine now is electronic download. Yeah, energy drink called Rage. Northern Rage. I mean, it's, it's another reason. I mean, I can interact with the chat a lot more on this as well. How far are you off, St. John? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons tonight. he's just about over halfway. So that's that field getting done. They're all ready. That one still needs doing. Mate, I think I've got a Mega Drive in the loft with a load of games. Somebody get a customer was like, oh, you're into consoles, I've got this gear, and just handed me a bag, and I'm sure it's got a Mega Drive and about a dozen games with it. Up in the loft, I've still got the original PlayStation. PlayStation before they were like PS2s, the PlayStation, you know, the grey one with a round flip lid on it, and then the little white PS1 came out. Because I used to chip them, so I've got spares and stuff, controllers, all the leads, loads of different leads. I used to try and repair them where people were unrepairable, so they just left them with me. So I've got spare power packs, leads, controllers, and no fucking beer drink. Yeah, probably make a fortune, wouldn't I? Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's similar with the Xboxes. Like the Xbox 360 didn't really weigh that much because it had the external power brick. But I mean, it's like on a PC. You know, if you've got a PC nowadays, I mean, I think they've gone up to 750 watt power supplies. I mean, you used to have like 100 watt, 200 watt power supplies, but with the size of processors and graphics processors now, they're going beyond 500 watts. You know, I mean, it's costing you a fortune just to run your bloody PC. It's the same. I mean, my Xbox One, Xbox Series 1, the big rectangle cube thing with the vents on the top, even in standby, you want to feel the heat coming off the top. You fucking joking, Munter. I used to play Pong, Atari ST, Spectrum 48K, Commodore 64. I've still got my BBC Micro, which is where I started all this shit. I've still got my BBC Micro Model B in the loft, and a 16 colour monitor, like 14-inch monitor, CRT thing. We've got EEPROM programmer stuck to the side of it. We fitted a 5 1/4-inch floppy drive to it. Still no screws in the lid. They came off after about 3 months, and the lid's never been back on properly ever since. I know, mate. I know, Joshy. It's all down to the graphics. It's all graphics. It's like me with doing the CCTV. You know, I mean, my cameras now, pretty much every system that I put in now is a minimum of 8 megapixel, 4K. I'm fitting 4K cameras. I've started really doing a lot of the colour view, 24-hour colour. I mean, you want to see the picture quality, it is just out of this world. In 4K full colour, seeing your house and back garden or your driveway, and it's just phenomenal. Wasting money here just watching him. I could be driving this, but I'm chatting to yous lot, so They know how to make money, these drivers. So inefficient to turn around. Did he? Oh. Yeah, he was a pioneer for all of this. Apart from when he made the C5. That wasn't pioneering at all. At all. Oh, you're painful, mate. You're painful. I didn't have many of the consoles. I wasn't a big console player, Munter. I used to, because I'm an electronics engineer, I used to chip them and repair them. But I didn't really play them much. I was big into my PC games all the way through till 2006, maybe 2007. I wish I had the patience to get back into keyboard mouse control, because it's such an advantage. It's a massively unfair advantage. First of all, keyboard mouse control you can do on a console, but that doesn't change your field of view. The two main advantages of playing a PC game on Call of Duty at the moment is obviously keyboard mouse control and the expanded field of view. It just makes the whole thing a joke to be on cross-platform play. Absolute joke. It's just unfair. What's the next contract harvesting? Big one there, 11. 11 there. So the head after 11 next. Right. Probably get partway through this first trailer getting dumped and that'll be the contract complete. I reckon all of trailer 2, 3 and part of 1 is going to be cash in my pocket. It's going to be gravy. I said gravy, boy, gravy. Never done Switchblade, Joshy. I did have like early console, like the Atari cartridge consoles, because I mean PCs didn't exist. I did use the BBC Micro after that when that came in 1984. No, 82, 1982, 81, 82. And I pretty much stuck to the BBC until PCs, IBM PS2 came out. IBM PS2, I've still got it somewhere in the garage, not the whole computer. I recovered the hard drive out of it. 120 megabyte hard drive. That ran your entire operating system. Or Defender Asteroids, definitely, Munter. You can get there on the PC now through an emulator. Atari. You can put an Atari emulator. There you go, contract 4 finished. But all of this rest in here is gravy for me. There's 6, 7, gravy. That was only a partial load I got gravy for. I liked Missile Command. I really liked that one, Munter. Defender, definitely. No, not that one, Joshy. And you remember one of the early PC games was the Olympics. You used to have to smash the it was the left and right cursor keys. Right, where did I leave the... Oh, can you remember Tanks? Early game on the PC. Two-dimensional, side on, where you would... there was just like a random terrain, hills, and you used to have to, like... It was called Tanks, but it was more of artillery. You used to have to take turns to lob around at each other, but the wind would vary. That was BBC, because that's how I got into the BBC. It was in my work experience when I went to work with my dad, and the guy had just bought the guy he worked with, who really got into IT, Alan, had just bought BBC Micro. Right, that contract's finished, so I need to go to bed. I'm going to remind myself that I'm doing that one, so I've accepted that. Can't do that until I've accepted that. Oh, there's a 23 grand spray in there. Herbicide. Yeah, I'll take that. Right, I need to go to bed, guys. I've got to be up at 7:15 in the morning. Now nearly 11:30, so... Thank you very much as always for the support in the chat and everything tonight, and watching me harvest fields. But the main reason was tonight was just to show you guys how I've progressed on the map on here. Now owning field 6, field 18, combined 20, 21, 22, expanded 23, combined 24, 25, 26, and expanded 19. Cleared a load of trees off. But what my plan is either to get enough money for 8, 4 and 5, I mean, those combined is 810. There's 1.6 million between those two. But maybe it's that one, and that one. 3, 6, that's just under a million. So that's me initial, there's all the green bits, is everything I own now. That's me next sort of plan. Hey, no problem, Munter. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Sorry I've got to cut it short tonight, but I don't do early mornings very well, and I need to get up tomorrow to drive to Leeds. So, cheers, guys. Much appreciated. And I'll catch you on tomorrow night. What time are you going to be around from, Joshy? I own everything in green, Joshy. Originally, you start off with this end here, 19, this little green section here, 19, 24, 25, 26. In this mode, that's how you start off. So I've expanded all the way along here. Last night, I think I bought 18, and this afternoon, I bought 6. But I've maxed myself at the bank. I owe 1.445 million. But with all these fields now, I should really start to turn a good profit. But what you need to do, you know, is just not look after your own fields. Like take that contract there. The contract itself was 22,000 or something, but I made about 20,000 off the excess stock. So, you know, 50,000. There's a video coming out tomorrow. I made over 50 grand on field 8 from the contract plus the excess grain. Anyway, guys, got to go. Much appreciated, and I'll catch you all on Warzone.